Brontosaurus versus Giganotosaurus. Which dinosaur was the strongest? Imagine standing in a prehistoric world where two giants roam the earth. On one side, the mighty Brontosaurus, a colossal, long-necked herbivore. On the other, the terrifying Giganotosaurus, a massive predator built for the hunt. The question is simple, yet fascinating. If these two titans faced each other, which one would prove to be the strongest? Such a showdown sparks imagination and debate among scientists and dinosaur enthusiasts. Let's explore this ultimate prehistoric battle in detail. Brontosaurus, also called the thunder lizard, earned its name because its massive steps could shake the ground. It stretched up to 22 meters long and weighed as much as 15 tons. Standing next to it would make even today's elephants look tiny. Unlike predators, Brontosaurus was a gentle giant, feeding mainly on plants. Its long neck allowed it to reach vegetation high in the trees, giving it a constant supply of food. This adaptation helped it thrive in environments where competition for food was intense. But don't be fooled by its plant-based diet. Brontosaurus was not defenseless and could protect itself when needed. Its long, whip-like tail was both a tool for balance and a formidable weapon. Some scientists believe Brontosaurus's tails could crack like a whip, possibly breaking the sound barrier. If true, the sound alone could scare off predators before contact, and if it struck, the force would be devastating. On the other side, we have Giganotosaurus, one of the largest carnivorous dinosaurs ever discovered. It measured up to 13 meters long and weighed around 8 tons. This made it one of the top predators of its time. Although not as famous as the T-Rex, Giganotosaurus was a deadly hunter. Its serrated teeth, sharp claws, and powerful jaws made it a true apex predator. In its environment, very few creatures could stand against it. Unlike the slow-moving Brontosaurus, Giganotosaurus was agile for its size. It could reach speeds of up to 50 kilometers per hour in short bursts. This agility made it capable of chasing down medium to large prey effectively. This speed gave it a huge advantage in hunting. Combined with its razor-sharp teeth, it was capable of inflicting devastating wounds. Each bite could tear away chunks of flesh and weaken its prey quickly. So what would happen if Giganotosaurus attempted to hunt a Brontosaurus? At first glance, it might seem like an easy win for the predator. But in reality, this battle would be far more complicated. Size matters in the dinosaur world. Brontosaurus was nearly twice as heavy, making it extremely difficult for even a large predator to bring down. One wrong move from Giganotosaurus could result in serious injury. Giganotosaurus relied on strategy and possibly teamwork, as scientists believe it may have hunted in packs. Together, they could surround and isolate prey. But against a full-grown Brontosaurus, even a pack might hesitate. Still, predators were persistent. A Giganotosaurus could bite at the legs or neck of a Brontosaurus, hoping to cause injury and exhaustion. This slow tactic could eventually wear the herbivore down. If the Brontosaurus panicked, it could become vulnerable. Running in panic might expose its sides or legs to attack. But if it stood its ground, the story could be very different. Its tail could strike with bone-crushing force. Imagine a whip-like tail, swinging with the speed of sound, slamming into the ribs of a charging predator. One well-aimed hit could shatter bones or cause fatal injuries. In a one-on-one battle, survival would depend on endurance. Brontosaurus had the advantage of size and defense, while Giganotosaurus had speed and deadly weapons. It would not be a quick fight, but a test of patience and strength. If the fight happened in open terrain, Giganotosaurus might try to circle and strike repeatedly. This would allow it to inflict wounds while avoiding the Brontosaurus's deadly tail. However, each attempt would carry a high risk. But in a forested area, Brontosaurus could use its massive body and tail to block and repel attacks. Dense trees might even limit the predator's speed and agility. In such an environment, the herbivore's size became a bigger advantage. Most likely, the Brontosaurus would not win in the sense of killing its opponent. Its goal would be survival, using its tail and size to drive away the predator. A successful defense would mean forcing Giganotosaurus to retreat. Giganotosaurus, on the other hand, would aim to inflict damage until the herbivore collapsed. But this would take time, and time meant risk for the predator. The longer the fight lasted, the greater the chance it would fail. In nature, predators rarely choose battles that could injure them. A broken bone or deep wound could mean death for a hunter. Because of this, Giganotosaurus might avoid a direct attack unless it was desperate. So which one is the strongest? Physically, Brontosaurus had unmatched size and defense, but in terms of offensive power, Giganotosaurus was the deadlier fighter. The true answer is that both were strongest in their own way. Brontosaurus ruled through size and endurance, while Giganotosaurus dominated through speed and predatory skill. Each one was perfectly adapted for survival in its own niche. Their clash is less about victory and more about survival. Brontosaurus's strength was in withstanding attacks, while Giganotosaurus's strength was in delivering them. It's a balance that reflects the complexity of life in the age of dinosaurs.